Welcome to What's Happening, where we focus on events happening right here in the City of Lynn. Here with me today to talk about the Khmer Cultural Planning Committee and their most recent event, the Khmer New Year Community Fair in Lynn, Massachusetts. We have Michael Oak and Navi Niv. Guys, thanks for being here today. I want to talk about the event in detail. It's an outstanding event. It's definitely something that Lynn has grown to adapt as a tradition here. The Khmer culture is huge here. Cambodian culture is huge in Lynn. So we want to talk a little bit about the event, the culture, but first and foremost, let's talk about you guys and how you're involved. Michael, we'll start with you.
Sure. So I have been living here in Lynn since 5th grade, graduated from English, and went off to college and thought I would never come back, but found myself back here to take care of my grandmother before she died. So that reconnected me with the language and the culture. And so I got involved with the Khmer Cultural Planning Committee in 2011, which was the first year that we did the Khmer New Year Community Fair on the Lynn Commons.
It's been an outstanding event. So this is the 4th annual.
This is the 5th.
5th annual,
Yep.
Sorry. Great. So Navi, let's talk a little bit about you and your involvement.
I have been moving to Lynn since 1988 from Minnesota. And I love it here because there's a lot of Cambodian people here. So I feel, more like at home. And I work at the Lynn Community Center since '93, so I think 21 years now.
Wow.
And I have started to involve in the community with the Khmer planning since 2005 because I feel that, we have a large community, Khmer community, and we need to keep our culture and tradition alive. And I work with, mostly Khmer people. So that's, it make me feel like, I have to do it because the kid who's born here wouldn't know if we don't keep up our culture alive.
Absolutely. We're here to talk about the event that's coming up. It's going to be held on Saturday, April 25th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Lynn Commons. It's the 5th annual Khmer New Year Community Fair held in Lynn, Massachusetts, becoming a widely known tradition here. It's an outstanding event. Great food, great culture, great performances. So if you're looking for something to do on Saturday, April 25th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., get down to the Commons. Now we're talking a lot about the Cambodian culture. Outstanding culture. Huge sense of family, huge sense of tradition, and a lot of history. So it's easy for somebody who is Cambodian to take pride in that. There's a lot that goes with it, and family is a huge, huge sense. I mean, the respect that they have for their elders is just, it's outstanding. And, in America, you're seeing more and more that, some people definitely respect their elders, and then other people's, their priorities aren't there. But it's definitely the case with Cambodians. Lynn is among the top percentile in America for population in Cambodia. Cambodians, sorry. So what you're talking about, Navi, is you have a sense of community here. And it's not just about being with your own, it's about being with the culture and being able to still continue to be part of that. Michael, you had mentioned that you had come back to Lynn. You never thought you would. And you caught the bug, man, whether or not you know it. But Lynn is a city that breeds a tremendous amount of pride. So one, you have the location and where it is. But then two, you have the people there. And you have those networks. So it's not surprising to me to see that you guys are as involved in Lynn as you are. Lynn has been a gateway into America for foreign countries since the 1600s. And it's no different for the Cambodian population. It's outstanding. We're happy to have them here. Very, very excited for this event. Saturday, April 25th, it's going to be held at the Lynn Commons. It's the Khmer New Year Community Fair. It's held in Lynn, Mass. It's definitely tradition. Let's talk about some of the event's history. All right, 5th annual. You guys have had this event since 2011. There is food, there's culture, there's games, there's performances. Let's talk about some of the history.
So it started very small, usually revolving around the temple on Chestnut Street, and we went to a few different locations at the Lynn Tech Gymnasium, the North Shore Community College, but we felt like we wanted to open it up to a wider audience. We were getting maybe a few hundred at some of those smaller events, and we wanted to be more public about the festivities. We wanted to give everyone an opportunity to be part of it who are not members at the temple or don't practice Buddhism. So since doing it for the first time on the Lynn Commons, which was in a central, open location in the city, we've been able to draw thousands of folks. I think last year we had between 4,000 and 5,000 people come and go throughout the day.
Yeah.
From not just Lynn, but also the pockets of Cambodians that live in Revere and
Right.
Saugus, and even from Lowell.
Lowell, definitely. Lowell, I think, has the #1 percentile in Cambodian, so it's no surprise that they would definitely come down for that. You know, what is surprising, I'm not sure if they have any type of like fair like this up there, but it's cool that you guys kind of, you did it first so that you could put Lynn on the map. It's great. I mean, you mentioned Buddhists and the faith alone, what it teaches people, the idea of struggle and how important it is. It's just, it's one thing that humans really can't get until they experience failure over time again. But you have the Buddhists who tell you straight and foremost that, hey, look, you're going to experience struggle, but look at it as an opportunity to gain, all right? It's fascinating to me, it really is. It's a different world, and they're here in Lynn, and they're contributing to our community. It's outstanding. So this event has been going on for 5 years. Navi, in your experience, let's talk a little bit about what you think the event has to offer.
The event we have so many things to offer, to offer our culture to our different group, so that they can understand us more, and we are the survivor, and we have struggle, and so the event have activity, entertainment. Is that what you were looking for, right? Entertainment.
Yes.
We have dance, traditional dance from Apsara dance troupe. We have more dance, folk dance from Kaya, which is based at YMCA.
Right.
And we will have a dance from Donna Dance Studio. Every year they've been with us. They've been, sending one class, which my daughter's in the group.
The collaborations are awesome. I mean, you really do. It's not just Cambodians either. I mean, it's very open to anybody and anybody who wants to be a part of it. Great food down there too. It's going to be Saturday, April 25th, down at the Lynn Commons, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is the Khmer New Year Community Fair of Lynn, Massachusetts. I want to thank Michael and Navi from the Khmer Cultural Planning Committee for coming onto the program. I'm Sean Donahue from the studio here at LynnCAM TV. I'm wishing you all the best.